Hey.
Hi, Alex.
You miss me?
How
I could cry.
are you?
How are you doing?
This is crazy. I feel like we're meeting for the first time.
Yeah, I feel like I haven't seen you in like a year.
Yeah, not to be dramatic, but it does feel like maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah. It did not feel like the amount of time that we actually
It felt
did.
way longer.
Yeah.
It feels like I'm getting out of like the holidays. Like a whole season.
And we haven't oh my God, we have so much to catch up on.
Did something happen?
No. Yeah. A lot of things happened.
Oh my God, nothing happened with me. Okay, if you can't tell by the title right now, just to give you some context here, Alex and I have not spoke in 1 week.
Like,
not a word.
We barely make eye contact in the house. There was a couple days where we didn't even interact at all.
Mm-hmm.
But in order to keep sane, we made sure to give each other eye contact when one of us left, or
right.
when we went to bed, we would
just kind of raise our hand in the air. We still needed a degree of acknowledgement of each other's existence, but holy shit. We'll get into the whole thing here, but it's been absolutely fucking crazy.
Insane.
I can't believe we did that. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't even know where to start. I feel like I'm talking to a stranger.
I have a surprise. I got us Barbie tickets.
You got us Barbie tickets?
Yeah.
When?
Oh, it wasn't Friday or Saturday because literally everything was booked at iPick, but we're going Monday night. Not this Monday, but the Monday after it comes out.
Oh my God, I'm crying. Oh my God, thank you.
We're going at 10:30.
That's fine.
Okay,
I don't care at all.
I figured.
Oh my God,
Yay.
I'm so fucking excited.
Yay. I was watching all this promo and I was like, first of all, the marketing around this movie is
really blows my mind.
Nothing I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
I have never seen this amount of marketing around a movie.
And it's not even just because of the nostalgia, because we've had remakes of nostalgic things in movies before, and we've had big campaigns, but there's something about this. I don't know if it's the color that's making us feel some type of way.
Yes, I think I think it's all of it. I think it's nostalgia. I think it's the fact that it's casted beautifully.
Yeah.
And the fact that we all know it's not like this
toy
dream
movie.
Toy Barbie world. They're bringing Barbie into reality, and that's a concept where everyone was like, wait, what?
How are they gonna do this?
What?
Yeah.
So I'm watching all of this promo around it, and I'm wanting to talk to you about it.
I know there's so many things I've seen that, I mean, in general, but as far as the Barbie movie, because Alex and I always geek out over anything marketing.
Yeah.
Anything marketing, we're like, oh my God, did you see this ad so and so did? We nerd out about it. So there's so many things where I was like, I know she's seeing this, but I just want to talk about it so bad.
So to get my fix, I was like, okay, let me look at movie tickets. So yeah, we're going to iPick on Monday.
I'm so excited.
Woo!
Thank you.
Yeah. And we're top row, center.
Yeah. I'm surprised you were able to get it even that close to the launch date.
Yeah, Monday. Sunday had...
I was totally assuming that this movie was going to be sold out for weeks.
And it's all the big theaters. And Sunday, well, I think Monday was just open because it's literally Monday at 10:30.
Work night, school night. Yeah.
Sunday had a couple seats, but we would have been front row, and they don't have food service.
No, I
they don't
that.
do.
And I'm like this.
Yeah.
No, I can't do that.
No. So I'm so excited.
That made this whole week worth it. That we can end the episode. I'm fine.
I'm so glad you're excited.
Oh my God.
I thought you'd be like, okay, cool.
No, I've literally been thinking I was even thinking are we going to see it together? Or is she going to want to go see it with, we're giving him a new name, but Ty is her boyfriend, but we're giving him a new name, which we'll get into later. Is she going to want to see it with Ty? No. Should I see it with Tanner when I go home in August? But then it's probably not going to be in theaters then.
No, we're seeing it.
Thank fucking, this is for the girls.
Yeah, what the hell? Why would I ever see it with a boy?
I don't know. Because I think a lot of boys will like this.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be such a
household movie almost.
How could it not be?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I guess I don't know if you saw, but A24 is coming out with a Barney movie.
Are you fucking kidding?
But it's going to be a little bit creepier. Not horror, bloody.
Just
Barney.
Eerie.
I think I'll try and find the TikTok. I remember I saved it. I was like, I'm going to show Alex this when I talk to her.
I was fully a Barney kid.
I know, that's why I immediately thought of you.
Yeah.
But I forget the take they were gonna take on it. I'll find it again. But they were like, whoa, that actually sounds fucking crazy. So it's this weird, like we did the nostalgia thing with like old remakes of old movies. We were doing that for like a decade. I feel like the film world was remaking oldies for a minute, and always will. That will always be something of cinema. But now we're going into inanimate objects. Like,
oh yeah,
it's such an interesting turning point.
And like our generation's kid shows.
Yeah, that's like, really weird to see.
I wonder if they're gonna do like a Rugrats.
Oh wow, that would be so fucking cool.
That would be so like a live action Rugrats. That would be so sick. I'd be front and center.
There's something so hard about making the babies talk though.
Yeah. Well,
it's not like Boss Baby.
Did you Boss Baby. Did you ever watch fuck, what movie is it? I forget what it's called, but it was when we were younger, and it's a baby who talks, but like you only hear his like I think I know what you're his internal dialogue.
Right.
I think it's like a Tom Hanks movie. Am I tripping? I don't know.
I do. It's like it's real babies, like live action, and it's just like them like kind of looking off, and then it's like the thoughts.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Which like
I think I remember what you're talking about.
Would be cool. Because isn't there this whole theory? Oh, you talked about it. What? How Rugrats is like the internal dialogue of Chucky. Tommy.
The whole thing is Angelica. She like imagines that they are talking to her because she's like schizophrenic.
See, that would be like an A24 thing.
Oh my god, that would fucking
that would
make
be
me
sick. Sorry, I feel like I'm not looking in the camera. I'm like,
no, I know. Like, this is exactly how I knew it'd be.
Yep.
So I know I keep trying to be like, look at the camera, hey you guys, but no, I'm having a conversation with Alex. You guys could just listen in.
Right. Did you listen to Dominic Fike's new album?
No, I didn't even know I dropped something.
Oh yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. I guess there's like controversy around him because he cheated on what's her name.
Yeah, isn't he like super shitty person?
Yeah, but you know what? Like he makes good music. Sorry, should I not say that?
I mean, no. Honestly, there's a lot of artists that are shitty fucking people that make good music.
Yeah, think about
like
it.
The Weeknd,
right?
Great music, but you guys know how
shitty
I feel about
person.
Him. You need to watch The Idol.
Okay.
It's weird. It's dark, but it's like intriguing as fuck.
Okay, so you're hooked.
I already finished it. There's only 5 episodes, but they're long. They're long episodes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just one to watch because it's so like dark and like LA world and all the things. Mm-hmm. But the characters are just really crazy. I don't know. You should watch it though.
Does she really sing? Is she?
Yes, I looked it up after you asked that. That's actually her voice.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. It's not even like that good or anything. It's just
she just can hold a note.
She can carry a tune and
she's just pop star because of like her looks and stuff.
No, there's no part in the show that talks about her like ability of singing. Everybody is very much like on board with like her talent.
Okay,
but it's just so much darker than that.
Okay,
it's good. It's a good watch.
Okay, I'll watch it. 5 episodes. Wow.
Yeah, out of 10, I'll give it a 6.5.
Okay,
I know that feels low for me, but like I say that because I'm not going to watch it again. It's not necessarily like, oh my God. You know how there's things that we watch alone and then I'm like, I'll watch it again with you because it was so good.
Right.
I'm not going to watch it with you.
What about, like, are you excited for season 2? Do you think there will be a season 2?
Yes, purely because it like did well, and Sam Levinson, is that his name? The director of Euphoria. He directed it like purely because of money. I think there will be season 2, but as far as where we're left at the end,
it's not like a crazy cliffhanger or anything.
I wouldn't call it a cliffhanger. It's definitely not like a tied up pretty ending in a bow or anything.
Okay.
It is actually, yeah, I guess that there could definitely be a season 2. It would be one of those season 2s where it's just a whole new story.
Got it.
It's not necessarily a continuation.
Got it.
I don't know. There's some dynamic changes in the characters towards the end that could lead to like kind of a next chapter in their
focus on a different character.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I could see them doing that with a few. Watch it. I'd love to know what you think. But
okay. Yeah,
The Weeknd just made me think of that because, I mean, you knew this off just seeing. I was watching it this week and she would like walk in and see like some clips of it. And you could even notice the way his character looks, the rat tail and the big glasses. Ugh. He's slimy. So when I'm watching it, I'm already like, I hate this character.
And you hate the actor.
I hate this actor. I like this whole time. I'm like, it kind of irritated me, but I don't know. I have some weird fucking hatred for him.
I get it.
It's not out of nowhere though, but like
we've talked about it before.
It's just every time I think of him, I'm like, ugh. Like there's a part in the show where he acts exactly how he acted when I met him. And I'm like, oh.
That was probably so easy for him.
Exactly. And he was so good at it. I was like, this is an incredible scene because this is who you are. Like, I feel like so much of this character is who he is in real life.
Yeah.
They even do Hello Blow.
Ugh.
Mm-hmm. Whatever, watch it.
This is probably one of those shows that where you like watch it and you're just indulging in their like chaos.
Yeah, it is. It's exactly what it is. It's just so crazy that you're like, you
wow,
keep watching.
I wish I could have like 45 minutes to experience this in my life, but that's it. And then
I don't even want that.
Escape.
Yeah,
but you just get to watch it.
Yeah, it's I don't want to keep talking about it. I want you to watch it and then I'll talk about it.
I'll watch it.
There's so many characters I do really like though, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Okay, let's talk about Love Island.
I know, finally. Okay.
So we've been
oh my God. We've been like, the first time, because obviously Love Island comes out every day. The first time it was Tuesday morning. Alex and I stopped talking Monday. I was like finishing something up at the table. You were sitting here on the couch and you just like, you put it on like the home screen of Love Island. She didn't press play, nothing. And like our normal routine is we watch Love Island every morning with our coffee, and like that's just like how we wake up. It's how we get our brain going. We get our serotonin dump.
I love it. That's gonna be my biggest takeaway is I miss our fucking morning routines.
Same. But she just like has it up, and then I was like, oh, okay. And then every once in a while, I would be like, Link, do you want to watch Love Island? And then that's like, I'd hear her say that to Link, and I'd be like, oh, Link wants to watch Love Island.
And then we just
then I come sit and watch Love Island.
Yep.
And Link would like to watch it too. Oh, she looks really cute right now. Her mouth looks really small. She's going like this.
So the first episode that we weren't able, the thing is I never noticed how much we do this, but we talk about everything that happens in the show.
That when that show's on, we're chatting the whole time about it.
Yes, like the amount of times, and a lot of the times we'll tangent off into something else.
Yes,
because there's a lot of times I'll notice something and I'll be like, "Oh my god, you know who does that?" And then we'll just like start talking
about that person, and then like we'll fully pause the show and then like
have other conversations.
And we couldn't do that.
Oh my god, I felt like I was like choking the whole time.
I felt like someone was had their hand around my neck, and I had a blindfold on, and someone sewed my mouth shut. That's what this whole week felt like.
There was a moment when we were watching the Kardashians, and they were all singing, and Kim was like, "This just isn't my thing. Like, I just can't. I'm just not a singer." And like, this is a terrible example, but that just like a lot of the times Kim does shit that reminds me of Leanna.
Yeah.
And I remember thinking like, that is so
They have
Leanna.
the same birthday too. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. They're just like so Libras.
Yes.
And that was such a Leanna moment.
It
like
was.
Not the singing, because fucking obviously Leanna sings, but like when Leanna's not into something, she's just like, no, it's just not me.
It's just not me right now. Like I'm just not in the mood. And it was exactly how Kim reacted.
How she would have said it. And I remember sitting up because I wanted to say it out loud so bad, but I couldn't.
There were so many moments in Love Island, especially this social experiment we did couldn't have come at the worst week for Love Island. They just finished Casa Amor. Like shit is popping off right now. It's that point in the season where like the house is so shooken up that it's a whole new season almost. Like everything, the foundation is just crumbled. It's great.
I wrote some notes about what I think about everyone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be able to rip off that. But yeah, there were so many moments where like there were so many moments where I did just end up saying something out loud, but to the TV.
Yeah.
Like, fucker, or like, God, he's such a dick. Like things like that. But we wouldn't talk to each other, but I had to get it out. Yes. I had to get it out. It's not a show you watch in silence.
All of my notes are, okay, this is my notes.
Okay.
Catherine sucks. Montel Montel sucks, and Sammy sucks.
Agreed.
Literally,
you couldn't have said it any better.
All three of them are so, Catherine, she's so annoying.
I think there's something so deep with her where she just has a facade of wanting to be the cool girl.
Yeah.
But it just doesn't hit.
It doesn't. And you know what? I think what's his name?
Montel?
No. Who Catherine was with?
Scott.
I think he's getting a really bad rap right now.
I do too.
Did you notice how when they all came back and they went on that singles date, and he was like, I'm like down to get to know Katie, but Ty would like interject.
Yeah.
And then when they all sat around the fire pit at the end of that date when they came back with everyone else, and they asked Ty, they were like, so what do you think? What's your game plan now that you're single? And he's like, well, me and Katie been flirting, and she was like into it, like in front of everyone. And then they were like, and then they moved to Scott, and they went, Scott, what do you want to do? Like, what's your game plan? And he was like, nothing. And like when he was talking about wanting to get to know Katie, and he like, oh, I just feel so bad for him.
I felt for him too. I definitely can tell he has like a bit of a temper though.
Sure.
I didn't like how on movie night he like popped off on Leah and was like, "Oh, you want to talk now?" It's like that was just a low blow for no reason.
I think he's just like he's trying to crawl out of the hole right now.
Yeah, that's just like how he's one of those people that like that's how he thinks to get respect and power is by being aggressive rather than just like being a good person.
He thinks he has to like fight for his respect.
Exactly. And maybe in this house he does. Like clearly there's some dynamic, you know, there's obviously still so much we don't see on camera, but back to the Ty thing, the way he was just straight up using Katie, that shit was so whack.
So whack.
And she knew, but then a part of me was like, why are you still going along with it? I would literally get up and walk away.
Yeah. She was feeding into, she even said at one point in like the confessionals, she was like, he's just like fun to flirt with.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And like,
and sure. I get that, but if she wasn't such a girl's girl, and like those are her words, like she's a girl's girl, she's always like sticking
like
up for the girls, but then she's willing to do that to Ella. Like, I don't know, I'm a girl's girl, and that's not very girl's girl of you.
Yeah, you're right.
So it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but it seems like they're fine
also
now.
Like, obviously I don't agree with how Ty is like reacting to it, but I do see where Ty's coming from when he's like, you put me in this position. Like, they had completely closed off.
You're right.
They agreed to close off, and then they went, and then she decides to bring someone back, and then she's pissed that he's acting single. Like I said, I don't think he should have done that with Katie, but like if they would have dropped another girl in and he pursued her, I think that would have been a different story.
Yep.
I think that would have been so okay.
Yep. Absolutely. I noticed that with Catherine and Ella. Was that who it was? I think so. It was Ella and someone else. They had said like their defense was like, yeah, I brought in this other guy, but I still like you. And in my head, I'm like, if I went to Casa Amor and I made the choice to like pursue someone else, whether I was closed off or whatever with the person back in the original villa, I would come back assuming, okay, if I do this with this new person, my time is done with the old person out of respect.
Yeah.
But maybe that's why I wouldn't be good on these shows.
Well, the fact that those two those two women fully assumed that they would just be like gung-ho with being in a triangle. Like I think it was Catherine who was like, I found another connection and I just wanted to see if I needed more time than 3 days. So I wanted to bring him back to like damn near compare. And she's fully like telling Scott this. And I'm sitting there like, it's such I don't know. And like, we obviously don't know
half of it, right?
Half of it or what we would be like in that situation.
Right. Because this happens a lot when we watch a show. Like I'll say or think something and then I'm like, wait, this is a show.
Right.
Like I'm thinking about it with such a
like life.
They call it the outside world.
Yep.
I'm thinking about it with an outside world mentality.
Yep.
Because like, duh.
There's things not the same in there.
You could do in the villa. Like the fact that being closed off means something so intense in the villa.
And like the fact that kissing means something so intense.
Yeah.
Like I always said, oh my God, I'd be in there making out with everyone. But like that means something.
Wouldn't. Yeah. Maybe you wouldn't. It's, yeah.
Okay. Enough Love Island talk. We found out, and we couldn't even talk about it, that Bree's moving to Arizona.
I know.
Dude.
I know. So Bree dropped in our friend group chat. We have a group chat. Me, Bree, Leanna, Alex. And she was like, hey guys, can we like FaceTime in a sec? And like we FaceTime ever so often as a group, so it wasn't like that crazy. But I was in the bath and I remember my stomach dropped. I was like, what is this gonna be? Like
it was like urgent.
Something felt urgent about this.
Because usually when we have like our group FaceTimes, we're like, okay, let's FaceTime Thursday night.
Yeah,
and like
we plan for it.
Yeah. And she was like, hey, do you guys have like 10 minutes?
So we got on and she was like, I'm moving to Arizona. And like this was also the first group FaceTime Alex and I had been on when we're not allowed to talk to each other, so I was kind of just trying not to talk either because we didn't talk about what we would do in the situation.
Right.
There was like a few things Alex and I said before we did this social experiment, like if there's a death we obviously can talk, if it's urgent work related we'll talk, but this like group FaceTime we never specified.
No.
So I was just
we weren't making eye contact and I'm sitting there and I'm like trying to have a reaction for Bree because she just like told us big life news and I'm just like, oh, I'm just so shocked right now. Like,
you did say that.
I was like, I don't even have the words, Bree.
And she was holding her AirPod case, you guys. No.
Yeah. I saw the fear in your face. Yeah.
And so just the bottom of it was showing and it was like the white case.
And she kept like moving it. Like
yeah,
she kept
like whipping it around, but she had it like in a fist. And I go, Bree, is that a vape? And she didn't answer. And like, Bree's not a vapor, so like this is a valid question to be startled for.
But the thing is like, Bree's so out of pocket sometimes that I wouldn't put it past her.
Exactly. No, like one day she's gonna be like, oh yeah, like I'm getting my fucking forehead tattooed. Like she's just one of those people where like she'll switch up her habits
for like persona
any day. And then she didn't say anything. And then like 5 minutes later, she goes, oh, by the way, it's just my AirPod case. And I was like, thank God. I'm literally like shaking.
Like she had been holding on to that answer.
And the way she was whipping it around, I don't know. I'm like, is there a vape inside the AirPod case?
What are you hiding?
Holding it was just so aggressive. Oh my God, that was so stressful.
Oh, do you like my nails?
Oh yeah, you got your nails done.
I got my nails done.
No, yeah, I took a peek. I checked your location when you left that morning.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, she's getting her nails done. So I already knew what they looked like. Yeah, they look good.
Cute, huh?
They're like matcha.
Yeah, I wanted like a sageier green, but they didn't have it in dip, so I went with like a lime.
Oh, I needed to do mine so bad. These are from 4th of July.
Oh my God.
They're so gross. They're long though.
Yeah, they are. These are my real nails. Look at.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this one's.
Oh no.
I know. It's just too thin and it's snagged on something, so it's like folding down.
Is that your whole nail right now? So this is just dip supporting itself?
Yeah.
Whoa, dude, it's that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, my nails are thin.
Take calcium or something.
Okay.
Drink some cow's milk. Yeah.
Sure.
Yum. I love clover milk. It's really good milk.
These are the type of things that we like. This might be boring for you guys, but you guys are just along for the ride. Like we have to have these. This is what we talk about when I like come home. Like we're talking about my nails and like we're talking about my calcium deficiency. You just have to
tell a story about the cow's milk, that brand that my mom used growing up. Like
I wrote down a couple TikToks that I wanted to send you.
That's a fucking list. Oh no, that's a whole.
This is other things. Yeah.
Okay, before you get into the TikToks you wanted to send me, let's take a quick break for our sponsor. Today's episode is sponsored by ZocDoc, which is a free app where you can find doctors and book appointments online. This is so relevant in my life right now. If you follow me on TikTok, you've seen parts of my journey of booking all those appointments that I have been holding off for far too long, and I've booked them all through ZocDoc. It's so nice that I don't have to call anybody.
Yeah, it's almost nice that you like can go on the app and find the doctor, book it, and not think about it again.
Right. It feels just a lot more convenient, which in turn takes away the stress that I know I have around going around the doctor. It's nice. You can see pictures of the doctors too, which I just like to see like the vibe that I get from each doctor. And there's also ratings, there's reviews. I read every single one, and it's really nice. You just like plug in your insurance. It tells you what's in and out of network, and it's just so convenient.
What's nice about the app is they have a whole bunch of different specialties. So you can go on if you need to book an appointment for an eye doctor or your dentist, or you need to go to the gyno. You could do all of that in one space, and they have like a little checklist of things that you need to get checked up on ever so often, like once a year or once every 6 months, right, and whatever. You could do all of that at once, and it holds you accountable to when you need to be checking in on yourself.
Now when I look at that, now that I've like gone to a few of these appointments, when I look at that tab that shows what you need to do, it's like a game.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, 2 more and then I'm healthy.
Yes.
Like it feels like I'm like,
and like, you know how much I love lists, and you're like checking it off, and you're like, wow, I'm so complete right now.
Yes. Like I am on top of my shit.
Yes.
Another thing I really like about booking through ZocDoc is they send you the forms that you usually fill out in the waiting room.
Yeah.
So I've gone to these appointments and I'm not like, I'm able to just be taken in right away because the forms were already completed online.
Right. That's so convenient.
It's so convenient.
Because sometimes you're sitting there, they'll like move you to the bottom of the list if you have to fill out the paperwork. Exactly. So you're there and you're there for a half hour when your appointment was half hour ago.
Exactly.
And it just like adds so much time.
Yeah. I don't want to be in there really longer than I have to be.
What's also cool about booking an appointment is if you need to change the appointment, you don't have to call for that either. You literally can just like go to the appointment on the app, click reschedule, and then pick a new day and time. It's so nice that you don't have to call and like, well, what's your availability? And like, you know, when can you get me in? And can you do this time at this time? Like, it's so much harder over the phone. It's so nice to just like pick it on a calendar.
So to wrap it up, we're talking about booking appointments with thousands of top-rated patient-reviewed doctors and specialists. You can filter specifically for ones who take your insurance, are located near you, and treat almost any condition you're searching for.
Go to ZocDoc.com/Oddvice and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today. That's ZocDoc.com/Oddvice. ZocDoc.com/Oddvice. Thanks, ZocDoc.
Okay, so tell me about those TikToks.
Okay, well, there was actually one that I saw. I think I liked it. This is a funny one. Remember how you were telling me about the big sphere that they...
In Vegas.
In Vegas?
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Yes, I saw that. It's so good. Yeah, that sphere scares me, you guys. I don't know if you're seeing that, but Vegas, I guess they'd been working on this. It's like a multi-billion-dollar project. But it's this sphere with some like crazy amount of pixels that where the picture projected on it is like super clear. And it's fucking massive.
Huge.
And I have megalophobia out the wazoo. Big things scare me. If you've ever been to LA, I always use this example. The big chairs at the Pacific Design Center on La Cienega and Melrose. Fuck. Those are so scary. There's a big chair at the MoMA too in LA. That scares the hell out of me. Just like things that are oversized that aren't supposed to be oversized.
Do the big lawn chairs freak you out? You know, the big like folding chairs that you can actually buy at like Big Five?
Those aren't big enough.
Okay.
It needs to be so
like massive. Make you feel like an ant.
Yes. Like so astronomically out of proportion of its natural state.
Got it.
That's when it freaks me out.
Not just like oversized.
No, yeah. Like even like a big love sack. Like that doesn't scare me because it's still just like a bean bag. And it's like, and it's not like this fear is like, oh, it's gonna hurt me. So it's not like that. It's just, it's visual. It's
does it make you feel like it's gonna like roll over you?
I don't know. It's just not like a physical danger thing. I think maybe it's just like overwhelming.
Okay.
Like it's emotional.
Okay. No, I see that.
I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I've looked it up and I know a lot of people still have it too. But I think one of the first times I really noticed I didn't like it was I was at Living Spaces. Is that what it is? Yeah, Living Spaces.
I was with you.
Yep. Living Spaces in Van Nuys in LA. They have like a big warehouse. And on the warehouse walls, and it's a giant warehouse, it says like big savings here, something savings.
Way too big.
Huge though, you guys. Big red letters. The letters are probably the size of like a 2-story building, each fucking letter, because it's a tall warehouse. That warehouse is probably 3 stories, and I feel like the letters take up 2/3.
Yep.
Big savings here. And we walked in and I was like, Legs, like this is making me really uncomfortable. And I didn't know what it was, and like right then and there I looked it up, like fear of big red things. Letters, like, and that's how I kind of started narrowing down the fear. And that I feel like that was like the turning point for me. But back to the sphere, I'm seeing footage of people ground level, like that doesn't scare me as much. The TikTok she has,
the scale of it is like,
it's someone took this from like an airplane, like
right,
you're above it, so I can't really feel or sense the scale of like how big it actually is. But I've seen footage of it, people driving down the strip. There's this one where they projected a basketball in it, and it just looks like a giant basketball, and that fucks me up because basketballs are not giant.
No. And it looks like it's the width of the road.
Yes.
So it looks like it's gonna roll down, like, I don't know, it's pretty crazy. Look it up.
It's super weird. And they're projecting like big eyeballs on it that freak me out. They even projected the moon onto it.
That's cool.
That freaks me out though, because the moon to me is very small. I mean, you guys
and
too.
Super
like,
far away.
You see it, it's so far away. Like it's this tiny thing. You guys know what I'm talking about? But even before the sphere was a thing, megalophobia is like a big part of TikTok, at least on my For You page. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of these pictures that people post to like explain what megalophobia is. And a very common one is these pictures that people edit to where it's like, this is what it would look like if you could see Jupiter from Earth. And it's like this big fucking planet that's just so...
It like takes up the whole sky.
Right. And that scares me. Like the thought of looking out into our sky and seeing a big planet that would take up, like, that's just, it's too overwhelming. And that's what the sphere makes me feel like. Thank you. That's the end of my presentation.
So that's that TikTok, which I thought was so funny.
Yeah,
it's good. I'll have Lily put like a screenshot on the screen when your man is gone on a Vegas bachelor trip, so you rent out the sphere to have a peep, and it's just like a thing.
Just her like looking around in the sphere.
God, the music makes it so good too. Okay, but this is a good TikTok that like we could relate to. One second, let me find it. Okay, so it's this girl. I think she is in like a trailer, or she has like a converted van. Did you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I loved it, but please share it.
Okay. And she's inside, and outside is like a beautiful view. And this is what she says.
Sometimes when I'm sitting here with the doors open like this, I think, oh, I should sit outside. And then I think, interesting, should. Whose voice is that? And I do this thing I do. Can I say it again with need or want, and is it true? I need to go sit outside. Well, that's not true. I want to go sit outside. Well, that's not true either, actually. Even Henry, he knows what's up.
It's her cat.
I feel like I'm outside. I'm very comfortable. And so when you do that, right, you stop shoulding on yourself, and you change it to want, you can own it. It works either way. Anyway.
I love that.
I just love that. Her name is Miss Janet on TikTok. And I do this so much to myself, especially I feel a lot of the pressure because I work from home, and like, it's such a nice day outside. And a lot of the times when I work from home, there's a lot of like lag time. So I'm just like sitting on the couch and my laptop's in front of me, and like, you know, I end up on my phone, or I'm like watching a show. And then I look outside and I'm like, God, I should be out there right now. But I definitely don't need to, because I actually need to be inside so that I could be working.
Right.
And I also don't want to.
Yeah.
I don't like, I'm comfortable right now.
Yeah.
Why do we shake up our own comfortableness for the should?
Just
because the pressure to feel the need to be outside.
Yeah.
And like outside is just one example.
Version.
Yeah, sure. But like,
I really like that. I saw that TikTok too. But like on the other side of it, I don't think I'll ever get rid of my should, because my should is also what gets me out of my holes of like ruts.
I see that.
You know, like to that same point where I'll have a lull in my day and I'm just like sitting on my ass when like I stop and think to myself, I haven't even been outside today. I don't want to go outside. I don't really need to, but I'm like, I should. And I actually should, because like,
but then if you should, that's now your need.
Okay.
You know, like that's a legit reason. That's your need, because you need to get yourself out of this mindset.
Okay. Yep. You're right.
So it like, that's when it works.
I guess I can't think of a time where I'm just a should. I think maybe I just like sit in it then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I did see that though. It's really good.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like a nice little reminder that like, you don't always have to should yourself.
I like that. Shit on yourself.
Don't quit shitting yourself.
Shitting yourself.
Oh, okay. So I've been needing your help big time this week.
What happened?
Because I'm planning, my boyfriend's birthday is this following week, and I don't know what to do. Like,
it's today, because this comes out on Monday, right?
Yeah. Happy birthday. So I got us, he's not going to listen to this. I got us a hotel, and we're going to see a jazz show that they have at the hotel. And I don't know how we're going down there for brunch. We're going to a brunch it's called Bubby's.
Oh,
and
I've heard of this.
Yeah. And it's right around the corner from the hotel that we're staying at. But I don't know how to get us down there with his bags. Like how, like I don't want to be like, bring your bags because we're going to brunch. Like, you know.
Do you want me to bring them down while you're at brunch?
Do you want to? That's a lot.
But like, then you could he'd be like, what about my bags? And you'll be like, don't worry, I got them here. Yeah. Like that just like adds an element to it.
I thought about having you put them in an Uber so you didn't have to like make the trek. No.
I would not put bags in an Uber. No.
Okay.
I mean, that's fine. It's the hotel that you already told me, right? Yeah. I would go down there anyway for acupuncture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
okay,
I could just bring them, and I'll just leave them at the front desk. I'll ask them to put them in the room, but who knows if they will.
Yeah. No,
I'll let you know
could leave them at the front desk, because we'll walk over and I'll be like, ooh, okay, this is what I wanted your help with. Like, how do I get them to like go into the hotel? Because it's clearly a hotel. Oh, you know what? They have an oyster. Oh no, but we'll be eating.
So you're doing brunch, and then you want, let's go in here.
Well, yeah, because we'll naturally end up like walking around after brunch.
Okay.
And I want to be like,
how about you're like, like this will take a lot of acting, but if you pull it off, it'll be really cool.
Okay.
Like walk by and just be like, I have to pee so bad. I just like, can we go in here real quick? And just like walk up to the counter, and he'll probably think you're just asking where the bathroom is. Okay. And he'll be like a foot or two behind you, whatever. And then just be like, checking in for Alex. And he'll be like, what? And just like smile at him. And
okay.
just to like get him through the door. Because that's the thing. That's all you need to do.
Once he's in the door, he's going to be like, are we staying here?
Right. He's going to like kind of start clicking.
Okay.
But lead him through the door with the bathroom so he's not already thinking about what's happening.
Right.
Make it so casual that I just need to pee. Because everybody knows walking around New York City, there's obviously no public bathrooms. Right. You got to go into the hotel to use the bathroom.
Okay.
I think that would be perfect.
Ooh, okay. That's a good idea. Yeah. I'm so excited.
Yeah, just pee.
I'm so excited. I also I didn't know what to do for his birthday because his birthday fell so soon into getting into a relationship with him. I didn't want to overdo it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to underdo it. Mm-hmm. So I thought a nice dinner and then
staycation.
Yeah. A little staycation with us would be fun because I didn't want to just do a dinner and then come back here and it just be we do that all the time.
Yeah. That's like a normal
We do that
thing.
every weekend.
Yeah.
So I felt like this would, and he even said, because we're actually celebrating this weekend on Saturday, and he even said we could just chill Monday. I want to do something chill with you. So even if we're just in the hotel room,
that's perfect.
Okay.
And it's just it's privacy too. You have a roommate right here, and you guys don't go to his place. It's
right.
It's just, it'll be your first time just actually having alone time,
right.
in the same four walls, not just in your room or in our living room or anything.
Right.
It'll be special is what I'm saying. It's different enough, but it's not you booked a trip somewhere far.
There's not pressure to walk around a new city.
No, there's no pressure. If anything, it's staycation. It's gonna be relaxing.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Ooh, yeah, I'm excited.
You should so you check out Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
You should pre-order room service, so it's just at your door Tuesday morning.
Ooh, smart. That'd
be cool.
Okay. Yeah, that's perfect. Checkout is at noon and he works at 1. So
that's perfect. Have a slow morning.
Yeah.
Get room service in robes. It's my favorite. Fuck,
Ooh,
I love
I
hotels.
know. That's all I've been thinking about is the robe.
Love hotels.
I wish I could
much.
steal the robe.
Do it. They'll just charge you for it.
And like I said, the hotel that we're going to has a jazz show in the hotel. And it's a place that I would have taken him for dinner regardless. So it's going to be nice that dinner's at 8:45 and then we're going to be able to just walk up to our room.
That's so nice.
Oh, we don't have to get on the train after a really nice dinner.
Nope. It's such a buzzkill.
It's such a buzzkill.
Yeah. Unless the train's pop in from a concert or something, the train is such a buzzkill on a night out.
And it's going to be so fun getting ready in the hotel because he loves getting ready.
Yeah.
He's literally been talking about all week, what are you gonna wear? And then he'll be like, I'll be with you. I can watch you get ready. But what are you gonna wear?
Yeah.
It's my favorite thing.
What are you gonna wear?
Today?
No, are you not referring to Monday?
Both.
Oh.
Yeah. But I want a dress.
For Monday.
Yeah.
Got it.
For Monday. I've been on my lunch breaks going to Fifth Avenue to try and find a cute dress, but I can't find anything. Everything's so shopping sucks.
Yeah.
Shopping not online sucks. Oh, this is another thing I've been wanting to share with you. I went shopping at Abercrombie. I got so much shit.
Oh, what'd you get?
Oh my, see this tank?
Fire tank. That's a good tank.
Fire, huh?
Yeah. It's thick too.
It's thick and it's,
yeah, it's nice.
I like it.
I hate that cut on me.
Okay, see, I think this is my cut. The cut that you like on you, I don't like on me.
It's because you have boobs.
Yeah, I think it's the breast size because
breast size.
I know.
You say it like that.
Is that weird?
It's the breast size.
I didn't want to say it's my tits.
It's your boobs.
My boob.
Breasts.
I felt like a mom.
You're so clinical.
I think this cut just works so much better on me.
Yeah, no,
right?
I like it. I like high neck on you, but
I think I look like a linebacker.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. With a high neck?
Yeah.
How?
It makes my shoulders look so much more broad than they are.
You like skin showing here.
Yeah.
Even this right now feels you
should try this on.
I'm telling you, it'll look weird.
I don't think so.
Low scoop necks on me look so weird. Camis, it looks so weird on my boobs, my breasts.
Oh, I miss laughing with you.
This house has been so silent.
So you know what? I've been so bored.
Okay, let's get back into.
Okay, but wait. First, let me talk about what I got. Okay. So I got this in black and then white.
Okay.
And I actually kill me. I got a high neck.
What the fuck? Linebacker?
Well, no, I look like a linebacker, but it's it's like nice. You know what I mean?
A nice linebacker.
It's like it's not like this like rib material. It's
I know what you mean. Like it's like a pretty like polyester, like sleek.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's sleek. So I got that, and then I also got a cargo skirt that I think I'm gonna wear today.
Cute.
And I got like an oversized. I actually got it from Montana. It has a big moose on it, like an oversized graphic tee.
Oh wait, Abercrombie got it.
Yeah. So I got that. Oh, and I got a midi denim skirt.
Cute.
With a slit down the front.
Cute.
So cute.
Cute with like your boots.
Yes.
And like that tank.
Yeah.
Cute. Just like casual. I just threw this on. Model off duty.
I love shopping.
I actually need to. I want to find a cute skirt for golfing. Because we're going golfing in early August when we go to the lake. One of the days we're going to go golfing with all our friends.
I'm telling you, I love my Lululemon.
I just want a little like. Ooh.
It's literally $100, but I wear it all the time.
I also have a really cute skirt already. I was going to ask you yesterday, but then we weren't talking.
See this, like the way that I would have come home with this huge bag of Abercrombie things.
And showed me.
Oh my God. I would have done
I probably would have gone to Abercrombie with you.
Fashion show. Yeah.
But you know, my little green skirt, it's Playboy. And it like almost looks like a cheer skirt. I'm going to go grab it.
Yeah, go grab it because I don't think I've seen this. Oh, yes. Cute.
It's almost like a cheer skirt.
This is really cute for golfing.
It's pretty short though, so I'm going to get like white Spankies.
Cute. And then you know what? White polo.
No, yeah, I was going to do like that cut. I found one online, but it's from Shein. I've never ordered off Shein.
Don't do it.
I know. It was also $3.
Right. Don't do it.
Like Shein scares the fuck out of me.
Yeah.
But it's like I can find another one. I think I actually saw one at Hollister. It's like a not halter. It's a type of like high neck that I like, but then it has a collar, but it's still a tank top.
Cute.
Because I don't like short sleeves on me.
Does it halter in the back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like fully up on the back. Not halter.
Not halter.
No.
Halter is the one that you gotta.
No, it's not a halter.
Okay.
No, it's not a halter. It's just like razorback.
Okay.
That is the word. Racerback. Razors.
Cute.
Yeah. So this white Spankies, and
I forgot we're golfing that day.
I know, I'm so excited. Well, Tanner's been asking me,
what are you gonna wear?
What are you gonna wear?
No, yeah, it's like a thing.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you gonna wear?
I wore his sneakers.
Whose?
Tanner's.
When
we went golfing.
Oh, his like golfing shoes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so do I need specific shoes? I've never been golfing before, you guys. I'm super excited.
Not like anything specific. You don't need like the spiky ones or anything.
Cleats.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Should we get them? Should we go in and get our own set of golf clubs?
Because I'm just not gonna
it's
golf
also,
again.
You're ready to drop like thousands of dollars on golf clubs.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Because I was gonna get Tanner some for his birthday.
I mean, you can get him one nice club for like $500. No, they're so expensive.
Bold of him to ask. $500?
Maybe you can find them cheaper.
We'll see.
My dad was always like very
like get the nice one.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. Yeah. I would get him the nice one because he's been wanting.
Maybe you can find a set for like $1,000.
What the
I think.
fuck?
Am I tripping? No, yeah.
This is an expensive sport.
Oh, it's yeah, it is.
Jeez Louise. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
I'm
gonna
excited.
wear this skirt.
We're going golfing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm so pumped. So yeah, back to the social experiment here. We're just really catching up. I actually want to talk about how it felt
like
throughout
our
the
mindset.
Week. Our mindset, yeah. The first day was just kind of funny.
It was silly. The first 2 days for me were like, I was bored. I'd want to just like stand in your room and look at you. Like,
right.
It felt weird.
The adjustment period was like silly. The first morning we saw each other, when we decided to stop talking, I kind of was just like giggled and like, I don't know. But then the first thing that made it really feel weird and like I could tell it was like wrong that we weren't talking is when I would leave the house.
Yeah.
So usually when we leave the house, obviously we always tell each other where we're going. We say bye. We say I love you. Like it's a whole thing before we leave. And not doing that this whole week. And like I left the house every day. And
felt like a stranger.
Yeah. And I was just like closing the door. There were times where I would just like put my hand in the air and hope she saw it. And like she would see it sometimes. But I don't know. Or I'd be like, bye, Link. Yep. So that you knew I was leaving. It felt weird to be moving around this house silently and like not communicating with this other human that was in the house.
Yeah. You know what I thought about a lot is the amount of roommates who actually
I thought
like
about that too. I know.
My brother had a roommate. I think this was way back when he used to travel for work, and he got an apartment like randomly where he was working, and he didn't know his roommate, or maybe his roommate was a coworker, but they literally didn't talk to each other.
Yeah, there's so many people in that situation.
And I'm like, I'm sitting here when we're like having those half interactions where you're like walking out the door and then you leave, and I'm thinking like, this is super sad that people actually live like this.
Yeah.
In their own home.
Yeah. 100%.
It was really weird.
On that note, it's kind of dark, but like I felt myself go back to a place that I felt when I was growing up.
Oh.
So kind of tiptoeing around the other people in the house, not communicating.
Whoa.
Like leaving unannounced and just being like, whatever, just like open the door and leave and like rip off the Band-Aid. Like this whole experiment really felt like my childhood.
Whoa.
I did not suspect that. All I thought that would come out of this would be like, I miss you. And obviously all these things are still true, but like, I didn't think it'd be that deep.
Yeah.
And I had therapy yesterday, as I do every Friday. And she was like, how's your week? I was like, it's been a super weird week. Like Alex and I are doing this social experiment, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, interesting. Cause she was telling me how 80% of communication is nonverbal.
What?
Body language, facial movements, like that type of stuff. So us not having that, it like not even like looking at each other throughout the day is like, it's super weird. And she's like, did it like, what's come up for you? And that's how I came to that. I was like, you know, it's kind of crazy. This reminded me a lot of like summers growing up when like I obviously wasn't in school every day, and it'd be like a weekend. So like my mom would be home, Phil would be home, Monica, whatever. And like we'd all just kind of like
live your own lives.
Live our own lives. Yeah. And like this happened to you and I, like we'd be in the kitchen and like we'd have to like slide past each other, where usually we're like, excuse me, can I just like grab the salt and pepper real quick? And we're talking, I'm tasting what you're making for dinner. Like we're collaborating, we're being humans.
We're interacting.
That's the word. But sliding around each other and like not making eye contact, that's literally how I grew up.
Whoa.
And I never connected it.
And like those for me were the most uncomfortable parts of it.
Yeah.
That was where I was like, I wish I could like make a joke right now, or like fucking look at you.
Well,
like,
yeah, with you, I definitely, I felt that too. Like, you know, but as far as
where it put
me, and like something about it, even by the end of day one, felt so familiar, and I couldn't figure out what it was.
Whoa.
And it's literally like, it was really fucked up. When I came to that, I was like, whoa.
Holy shit. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, it's fine. Like it is more just like a observation. Like I'm fine. It didn't like trigger me, nothing like that. It's just like, it was just weird to think about. Right. I haven't been that way in 15 years.
Right.
You know? But yeah, I feel like that was the biggest thing, the biggest takeaway for me. But on a shallow note, I was just really fucking bored. It made me realize the moments that I just bring things up because they're streams of consciousness.
Yes.
There's so many moments where, and like obviously with a show, we're going to talk about a show because we're watching the same show, but even like the TikTok thing or a dream or just like little things throughout the day, I didn't realize how much you and I actually talk is what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely. That's what I found too. And it's like, it's little things that pop in my head that I just want to say out loud. And I had to catch myself multiple times and be like, hold on, save that.
Yeah.
Save that.
Write that
like
down.
You can't, and I didn't write all of them down because there were so many throughout the day.
It was infinite. Like every moment.
The way that I would have said most things, especially you guys know me, not a lot goes on up here. Seriously, like the stream of consciousness is so linear and so like one track that a lot of the times what I'm thinking is shit that I would say out loud. So to not say that out loud, I felt very like in my head all week.
Welcome to the
and
dark side.
On top of it, my boyfriend works nights, so he's sleeping throughout the day. I'm not talking to anyone all day.
Yeah. No, that's hard.
It was super weird.
I feel like if I didn't have Tanner, because there was every day we'd obviously talk, or always talk every day, but he would check in with me.
Right.
Like, you're still not talking to Alex? And I'm like, yeah, how's it going? And I was able to like
decompress it.
Exactly. But like you actually weren't talking to anybody. I mean, would you guys talk about it when he'd wake
at
up?
Night. Yeah. He'd be, when he'd wake up, he'd be like, how is it today? Are you guys like still not doing the talking thing? And, you know, I could like get it out, but in the moment, and like throughout the day when I don't have that stream of consciousness to like unload on someone. Yeah. Sounds so weird, but like,
well, no, I mean, that's human interaction, and that's what was absent in our household for a week. So it really is showing me like the little pieces of communication. Once you lack those, you realize how much they're actually there
and how much they're like needed.
Right.
I think it was the third day, Thursday, I felt very, I don't even know if like lonely or alone is the right word, because I've felt lonely before and it wasn't the same thing. It was just like, I think it was the most quiet day we had. And I think we were both in the house because most of the days you would leave and like, obviously I was here working, but I think Thursday it was a slow day at work. You were still in the house and like I don't even think we made eye contact that day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Thursday was a hard day for me. Yeah. I was like, it felt like so slow. That's another thing. The days went by so slow for me.
Yeah. Same.
I remember and not just like, oh, the days are like going by slow, but I would literally look at my clock and think it was time was slow. I would think it was like 7:30 and it'd be 3
every single day.
It was so weird.
I think because we were alone. We were just like living
slow
for ourselves. Like, I don't know, like in our heads, and everything we did throughout this week was purely for us. We did not do one thing together. We didn't go to Abercrombie together like we usually would. We didn't go like get food together, like, or coffee, or
that's another thing that I was going to bring up is like the coffees in the morning. If one of us like goes out of the house, we always say, you want anything?
Yeah.
And
Postmating. I know.
Did you notice when I looked at your food? I was like, you ordered without me?
No, it felt weird because anytime we order, even if she's in the middle of eating her own meal, I still am like, do you want anything? I'm ordering from this place. Like, even if it's, you want a side of rice or some shit. And I not doing that felt
You ordered rude. Nobu too.
It was hella good.
No, I was so mad. I was like, she did that on purpose.
No, I just was craving sushi so bad. I hadn't had sushi in so long.
And I'm sitting there eating a bowl of mac and cheese and the doorbell rings and I'm like, okay, she ordered food. And that's the thing. I clocked everything you did.
Yeah.
I was like clocking every movement. I was like, oh, she's going to do this. She's doing this. Like, she's getting ready for a therapy appointment.
Yeah.
Anyways, you get up and you come back with a Nobu bag. And did you like, I was like,
no,
watching you and I was staring at your bag, hoping you'd make eye contact with me.
Oh, you should have walked up and grabbed a fucking roll. I would have.
Fuck, I was so pissed.
I know, but like, what was I supposed to do?
No, I know. It's not your fault.
It's not my fault. I needed sushi so bad. Another thing I noticed was how, I also talked about this in therapy, like, and I'm sure this goes along with the childhood thing, but how much of your emotion I read daily. Like, I'm always picking up on like what type of mood you're in, or like,
yep, me too.
All of that, and not being able to do that was definitely weird, but
was it like freeing?
It was freeing.
I felt that too, Kristen.
I was like, oh, I'm not having to pay attention,
relying on it.
Yeah.
I felt that too. I felt that, I think maybe the second or third day. And I remember thinking like, I don't have how do I put this? Like, I don't have the necessity to read your emotions and like why you're not talking to me because I know. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like,
no, I get that.
Like, I know you're not talking to me because there's a reason. Whereas like usually sometimes if like you walk out of the living room and you're like, you don't say good morning because you're like, you know, still groggy and like still waking up. And like my overthinking head is like, oh my God, did she have a bad dream? That was another thing I wrote down is like, I always ask you how you sleep in the mornings. Yeah. And I miss doing that. But I remember like when it came to like the fourth day, I was like, okay, that like released because I knew you weren't, you know, there was no like surrounding pressure.
Right.
Around like the why, like overthinking it.
Yeah. Cause by default, it almost felt like, I feel like day one, I was like, do we like act mad at each other? Like there was this kind of, how do I establish this silence with someone for no reason other than a social experiment, other than for the podcast, whatever. So I definitely feel that. But I guess what I sort of mean is like, and it's not like a negative thing. It's just, I do it with everybody. I'm always like picking up on like just tone of voice, amount of eye contact, body language, amount of response that I get from people if I bring up something. Like how I always gauge
It's
anybody's mood.
Also like your survival mode.
Right.
This probably goes back to like the childhood thing too.
Exactly. So not having that, at first I was like, well, shit, I hope she's having a good day at the fucking bare minimum here. But the fact that I couldn't read it at first was really uncomfortable the first few days. But then towards the end, and then come Friday when I was talking about it in therapy, I was like, it was nice for once, like regardless of the circumstances, it was nice that like I didn't have to read anybody's emotions, because it could have been because I knew it was for a social experiment. I don't know.
Yeah.
But that was actually the first time in my life.
Whoa.
That I hadn't.
You didn't like rely on it. I
can't find the words, because it's not even like I usually rely on it, because it is such a subconscious thing. But feeling I hope this makes sense, but like
it makes sense.
Feeling the release of something that's always been so subconscious. So I guess in turn bringing it to consciousness, and feeling that release was just like, I don't know. It was just something I noticed. I don't have an emotion if it was good or bad or XYZ, whatever. It was just like, whoa, I've never felt this.
Yeah.
I've never felt this side of human interaction.
Right.
I don't know.
That makes sense.
I felt
that too.
It was like so weird. I don't know. I'm still like even thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely still like processing this week.
Yeah.
Like even this morning when we woke up and I said like, hi.
Because we said like, Saturday's the day that we're done talking, but we've said like the point of this was the first word we have to each other is the second we press record. So what you guys have seen since the first second of this episode is that's been our first word for a week.
Yeah. And like I felt like a kid on Christmas this morning.
Right.
I woke up and I looked at my boyfriend and I was like, I get to talk to Kristen.
Yeah.
We're doing the podcast today.
I know. I woke up and was like, today's the day my life goes back to normal. Like
normal.
It did feel like that.
I wonder if this is like subconsciously going to have like long lasting effects for us in some kind of way. I felt like I was like, I don't know about like productive, but I felt some like level of independence.
Yes.
Throughout the week.
Had to be.
Because I had like kind of like what you said earlier. We had to have our own agendas.
Yep. That's exactly what it was. That's like why I was getting out of the house so much.
Yeah.
I mean, I also had like a lot of appointments that I had already had planned for weeks now, but
right.
I feel you on that. Like it's usually so easy to, you know, push back a workout because we want to watch another episode of whatever show. Like,
yep.
Or
because we do like read each other's emotions so much. If like one of us is chilling, we're like, okay, I could chill today.
The other one's going to want to chill.
So we kind of like, which is so natural. We just like rely on each other's, or we feed off of each other's like mindsets for the day very often.
Yeah.
Which like has never, it's not a bad thing and it's never bugged me, but I noticed that like without relying on like the other person's place in the day, I was kind of like, okay, how am I going to do something? How am I going to fill my day? And like, I went shopping a lot.
Yeah. I heard.
I literally, what did I do? Oh, I went and got my nails done in the morning. Like I filled my day with things that like we said, usually involve the other person. So we still do have to like, what are you doing today? Do you want to go to Abercrombie with me? And like,
okay, cool. We'll do that at 3 when I'm done with this meeting. And
yeah, our days do intertwine a lot. Absolutely. And it was weird to have our own agenda while living in the same house.
Yes.
Because I felt this before, and I'm sure you felt it when you lived at Bonner. Mm-hmm. Like when you do live in your own apartment and you're not interacting with another person's like
coordinating schedules and stuff.
Coordination, right. You do have to come up with your own agenda.
Yeah.
But when you move in together and like when you're best friends, you have similar agendas throughout the week.
Yep.
I think that was the biggest thing for me.
Agreed. That's like, to sum it up, that is ultimately how it felt. It was like, well, I'm not just going to sit on my ass because then it's boring.
Yeah. And I felt that boredom the first day.
Yep. Because then it's not boring.
And we're like sitting and chatting about everything. And that's when like we both noticed that we have this stream of consciousness that we usually would say out loud. Yep. And it doesn't feel so like alone.
Yep.
But you can't do that by yourself.
Yep. Yeah. I don't know. For me, I was like, damn, the amount of times that I had to stop myself to say something, I'm like, do I talk too much?
I thought that too.
It made me feel like, do I talk too much?
You don't.
I don't think you do either. You actually, I'm surprised you feel that about yourself. You are not a talker.
Yeah. Well, I was actually surprised by how many times I felt like I wanted to like open my mouth and say something, because that was a big thing because we've had this plan for like a couple of weeks now. Mm-hmm. And that was a big thing that I was worried about, was that I wouldn't, because I knew I was going to take notes of shit that I wanted to like share with you and talk about. The fact that I even have even more things that I've wanted to say to you that aren't on this list, I was worried that I wouldn't have anything.
Like you thought you'd like be really good at it.
Yes.
Just, like,
I thought I'd be like, oh, I'm so okay with silence throughout the day. And I am. Like, the silence isn't what bugged me. I'm okay with literally pure
Good
silence.
Point. And we're both like, we'll have silent, and we've talked about this before. We'll have silent days in the house if like we're just having a chill day, or we both have therapy that day, so we're kind of like inside our heads or whatever.
It was just the fact that
it was the temptation.
Yeah.
It was the fact that we weren't allowed to like act say on a thought.
Yep.
Or say like anything out loud.
And the amount of times I was scrolling on social media and I wanted to show you like someone's story.
Yes.
You know what I also realized is we talk shit a lot.
I literally said that to Tanner. I was like, it's so weird. Like we can't, I said that exact same example. Like when we're scrolling, we can't be like, oh my God, did you see so-and-so's post?
Yes.
Like we can't do that. And I had that same thought. I'm like, well, shit, maybe that's a good thing. I think maybe we're talking too much.
All we do is talk shit. The amount of like Instagram posts and stories that I almost like, oh my God, did you see so-and-so story? Yeah. We do that so much throughout the week.
All day.
All day.
I had that same thought and it really made me check myself. I was like, maybe that's the lesson here is like, bite your tongue when it's unnecessary to fucking say.
Oh, no, but if it's your best friend, we always say like, this is a safe space.
Oh yeah.
We talk shit.
Our shit only with each other though. We are not gossipers.
We always start a sentence with, I can say this because it's you.
Yes.
The amount of times that we say that to justify anything that we're about to say, it could be the worst thing in the world.
And I'm like, I agree.
Yep.
Like, and there's no judgment there.
No. I can say this because it's you.
Exactly. I know that you're not going to tell anybody and then go in to say it. Oh my God, that's so real.
Wow. We talk hella shit.
We talk mad shit. I want to look at my calendar and kind of look back at the week. Kind of tell you what I did this week. I don't know.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you were out and about.
I literally had something every single day. Well, I worked out every day this week too, because that was something where I was like, I need to at least.
I knew that too. I always know when you have workouts in the morning because your outfits.
Right.
And then like the amount of time that you're gone. Could you imagine?
Right. Yeah. I
Pilates and jeans.
Jeggings.
Please.
I'll try it. No, I'd be really good at it. We get that sweat on. On Monday, I went to acupuncture, but with a new acupuncturist.
Oh yeah, how was it? You were a little really skeptical.
Cool. Yeah, she was cool though. We had like so much in common, and she was telling me about. I think she's like 31 or 32. When like we immediately sat down, she was just like, "So how old are you? Blah blah. Like where do you feel things in your body?" That like we went deep pretty quick. Mm-hmm. And I was telling her just about like some things on my mind lately, and she's like, "How old? When's your birthday?" And I told her. She's like, "Okay, so you're in your Saturn return right now."
Whoa! So she was with the shits.
Yes, and I was like, "Yeah," and I'm fucking feeling it. And she's like, "Yeah, my Saturn return, I literally dropped everything I was doing, and like that's when I ended up going to acupuncture school."
Oh
and
my
I was
God.
like, I have to tell you something. That's what I've been thinking about doing. But then I was like, "Where'd you go to school?" And she told me, and they have a location here in Manhattan and in San Diego, and you could do it online. And
oh my God,
I have a tour at the campus next Wednesday.
School's out. Whoa, summer. No, school's in for summer. Right.
Well, I
oh my God, that's so exciting. So you like her?
Oh my God, she was so cool.
And you found her on ZocDoc.
Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm really excited. That's on Wednesday. I'm just gonna take the tour. There's some other schools I was looking at too, to be honest, but I figured it's here in Manhattan anyway. Why not just like get the ball rolling?
Right.
So that's Wednesday.
That's huge.
Yeah, she was really cool. There was like so many synchronicities with us too. Like she like reminded me of me, and like even her story and like her experience with acupuncture, and like the way she was describing how she got into acupuncture is exactly how I got into it. And like,
and the fact that she did this when she turned 28, and that's been a big thing for you, is you've been worried about going back to school at this age.
Yeah.
And like, she did it, and look where she is.
Yeah.
And she has clearly clients who love her.
Yep, exactly. And
huge.
It was so cool. Also, she has the same bracelet from Ana Luisa.
Oh my God.
It was cool. That was the first thing. She's like, oh my God, I have that bracelet. That was like just a silly synchronicity. But yeah, so that, I feel like that was like a big aha of this week. What else? Oh, I got my hair cut on Tuesday.
I know, you came back and you had a blowout.
I hate that they do that.
Blowout shoddy.
I know, but it's in buns now. I actually haven't washed it.
You haven't washed it?
No. And it's really like, I'm not gonna take my hat off now.
It looks smooth. Your ends look so fresh.
She
So you liked her?
it.
Good.
Yes.
They're so good. Literally everyone there is so good.
She was so good in and out of there, and a cut and a blowout, it was like $100.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
No.
I've had way more expensive, to be honest.
Especially in LA.
That. Right. Oh, and yesterday I had a pap smear.
How did it go?
It was so good.
Good.
She was so incredible. So I found her through ZocDog, deadass. I was kind of nervous at first because like she had good reviews, but her picture wasn't up there. And like, I don't know. I just want to know who's looking at my vagina.
Yeah.
I want to see their face. And so whatever, I just like went into it blind, and I got there, and the girls at the front desk were so like funny and nice. And I brought like my essential oils because I have this whole thing when I go to doctors. Like I have like
tension.
Yes, I put on essential oils. I have one AirPod in that's playing anti-anxiety frequencies. Like it's just a whole little thing I got to do. And she just like pokes her head over the counter. She's like, "Did you put on essential oils?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Like, is it too fragrant?" And she's like, "That smells so good."
I love her.
She was so sweet. And then so I went back there, and she was like, when's the last pap? And I was like, it was a really long time. Like, I'm very ashamed to say. And she didn't make me feel shitty at all.
Love that.
Which was like so nice. So it's always your biggest fear when you haven't been to an appointment in a minute, is that they're going to make you feel shitty for it.
Yeah. And I feel that a lot with dentists.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Dentists are super
They're
judgy.
super rude.
That's the one I haven't been to yet. That's next.
All right. Well, get ready.
They're going to be fucking dicks. Yeah, no, you're right.
Because they're always so passive. They're like, all right, so remember to come back in 6 months. Do you floss? What toothbrush do you use?
I haven't been to the dentist, and
it's okay. You floss every night.
I do, but like,
you're solid.
I actually haven't brushed my teeth today. It's Saturday anyway. But yeah, she was great. I didn't feel rushed at all. She like explained every step she was going to do before she did it, which I loved. Like it wasn't just like, all right, open up, and like going in. Right. Like she was like, okay, like you're going to feel, she told me what I'm going to feel. She told me just like
what she was doing and why
exactly. And obviously they have to send everything off to the lab to know if it came back normal or not. But as far as like things she can feel and see in the moment, she said everything was normal.
Good.
And I had them take my blood and just do like a full like thyroid and all this like big scan.
Good.
I kind of have a little bruise right now, but the way she did it was so good. So there's two doctors. The one who was doing the pap, she was like finishing up, like I was already like my legs were down, whatever. She was just like wrapping up the sentence she was saying, and at the same time the nurse is grabbing my arm and like already kind of having me start to squeeze and stuff. So I'm kind of like
keeping you like occupied.
Yes.
So I love that.
And all of a sudden I look down and it's just in my arm.
The needle?
Yes. And I looked at her. I was like, damn, I see what you did there. She's like, we time it. The doctor keeps you talking and like keeps your attention over here, and then boop, she was in there. I was like, wow, that was very well executed.
Love that.
So they took some vials and
did you say, can you check out my butthole?
Should I have?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my God, are you supposed to get your butthole looked at? I didn't do that. Oh my God, I have
the way that back. I thought that would hit like a joke, and you were so concerned.
I should have. She didn't want to see this thing. She'd be like,
jump scare.
That was a jump scare. No, she didn't look at my butthole though. Everything else seemed cool though. You
should put that in the special request next time.
Please look at my butthole. Look at my butthole, pretty please. Parentheses, pretty please.
Pretty please. Please.
PLZ.
Oh God.
That was the gist of my week. Those were my outings.
You know what? I'm proud of you for every time that I like knew you at an appointment. I would like check to see your like state of being when you'd walk back, because I'm proud of you for doing all of that on your own.
Me too.
Yeah, that's huge.
It was huge for me to like not come home and it like
decompress the appointment.
Yeah, I was just like, oh, I'm good.
Yeah,
and like it just like simplified things to like not say it out loud.
My head all the time, Kristen.
To an extent for me.
Oh, absolutely. And like I'm learning as a 27-year-old that's, you know, too much is too much.
Right.
But
too much of anything. Because then I can also share too much. That's exactly it. That's like we're on both sides of that spectrum. And like I'm noticing I don't have to share everything.
Right. And I'm noticing that I don't have to hold everything in.
Yeah.
Wow. This was great.
This whole experiment.
Should we do this every other week?
Oh my God. Hell no. I would
Could you
absolutely
imagine?
No, I definitely don't ever want to do this again.
No, we'll never do this again.
We'll get to conclusions here and then we'll wrap it up. But I don't think I'll ever want to do this again. I don't think it's something I would even recommend to people.
No, it's
I just kind of wanted to
not necessary.
Not at all. We just wanted to see. It was your idea and it was kind of a joke.
Yeah,
when you came up with it. I think it was at the end of like a Patreon episode.
Yeah.
And you were like, should we just like not talk for a week? And then we were like,
something had like sparked it in my head and I said it out loud as a joke. And then we like sat down and like we had to like, there was a lot of planning that went into this. We had to pre-record an episode. Yeah. We had to really like rearrange our schedules for this, but I'm glad we did it. Like I feel like this was cool.
It was cool, but like
never again.
We don't recommend you guys to do it. Like
no, talk to your friends.
Life is lonely alone.
Yeah.
So
I would like bored
for
what? That a lot of like the week in my head, I was like, when I'd really want to say something, I'd be like, for what?
Yep.
You know?
Exactly. Like if I could wrap up this whole week in one word, it's bored. I was so bored.
I didn't laugh as much.
No.
All week.
No, it was a very like serious week.
Yeah. I felt like I was working nonstop.
I just felt, I mean, we already said this, but
not like working, but like it was constant work.
Effort. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
There's also, and I'll tell you all this off camera, but there was, I have some updates with like my Yellowstone trip that I want to tell you about too.
Right.
Like there's honestly, and there's some things about our Montana trip that I was like trying to coordinate, but then I was like, oh, we'll just talk about this on Saturday when we can. But like, I'm so glad that we're back.
I know. Did you end up getting the seat next to me on the flight there?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, the way back doesn't matter. But yeah.
Thank God.
I'm exhausted.
We're back, baby. And we're going out tonight.
Oh yeah. Oh my God. We're going roller skating, guys. I'm so bad at roller skating.
Roller skating. Yeah. It'll be fun.
I'm going to have one of those little like walkers things. I'm not good at it.
Okay, and if you're keeping up with us on Patreon, you know that we just implemented a new book club.
Big word.
I haven't said words this past week.
Implemented.
We have a book club, and we're reading a book that we found that none of us really like.
Yeah, guys, I super hate the book we chose, but we're almost done.
Are you caught up?
No,
Did you read?
No.
Kristen, get on
I'm
it.
going to. I know. But I don't like the book. It's The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. And what sucks is I've been looking forward to reading this book for like fucking months at this point. Because I read another one of his books that was incredible. And like this book,
it's just not hitting.
It's like so silly. But we're almost done with it. And then we're going to start a whole new book with the book club.
Yeah.
But those calls are so our next book club meeting is Monday. We have them every Monday. And then Alex actually made this good point where we do it with the Hella tier, but then there's some people on the Hella tier that just like aren't in the book club, which is fine. Like they chose not to be. So we want to have a separate call for you guys. So we're now going to do 2 Zoom calls a week for the Hella tier, one for the book club on Mondays. And then this week's second call will be Wednesday night.
Yeah. The second call, we can like figure out a weekday. It doesn't have to be the same day every week. We'll just like figure it out throughout the week. And of course, if you're on the Hella tier, you can join both if you want.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And we'll make sure for the book club, we'll make sure to record book clubs and post that.
Yep.
And then for Friday's episode, since we did last Friday's episode, we did like a cool little like dream board with you guys.
That was nice.
You guys can send in, always feel free to send in anything that you're going through and we'll give advice there as well. But it feels like we haven't talked to you guys the Friday episode in a couple weeks. So send in like responses to the mood board. Have you guys ever done that? Anything that you guys have going on, we could respond to that as well.
Yep. And that's All She Wrote.
And that's all she wrote.
We hope
We're
you
friends
guys
again.
enjoyed this episode. We're friends again.
What
Our
were we
fight
gonna
is
call
over.
this?
We didn't talk for a week or something like that. I wrote it down.
Okay, good.
But I guess the title, you guys already know
You
what
could
it
see
is.
it.
But yeah, overall, I'm going to give it
The experience, like a 4.
I was going to say a 5, like
Yeah.
a 5 out of 10.
Sure. I feel indifferent.
Yeah, it was definitely unnecessary.
Yeah.
But we hope you guys enjoyed the episode nonetheless. It was a good idea in theory. It was nice to obviously catch up. I hope it was entertaining enough for you guys.
Yeah.
But
it was just like maybe a cool different way to see how we interact through the week, right? Or like what we usually, how we are during the week and not on a podcast. Cause like we do get into podcast mode and like interact a different way in front of you guys.
Right.
But it's nice for you to see like what we talk about throughout the week and like how we interact throughout the week. So
right. Yeah.
do a little insight into our heads.
There you go.
Cool.
Happy Monday. I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Book club, we'll talk to you next Monday, or we'll talk to you Wednesday for the normal call. Friday episode comes out Friday per usual. But other than that, happy
see ya when we see ya.
July
17th.
Holy fuck.
Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's pretty much August. That means it's Halloween.
Yeah. No, literally
fall.
The other night I was like trying to figure out what I'm going to be for Halloween. We gotta get on it.
God, this year is flying by.
Flying by.
Okay, guys, I love you.
Love you.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.